ITA for not attending my ex-wife's baby shower. I, 36M, have been separated from my wife, 30F, for about 18 months. We share one child together, 8F, and she was the step-parent to my older daughter, 13F. For story purposes, I'll refer to my ex-wife as Mindy. The separation was mostly mutual. She wanted a polyamorous relationship. We tried it, and it failed. Ultimately, it led to our separation and pending divorce. Before we separated, we had a mono-poly relationship. She was poly, and I was mono. Mindy was seeing Chad, and once we separated, he became her primary partner, while she continued having other flings. Ironically, Chad and Mindy weren't actually poly together. They just cheated on each other constantly. Their relationship is a walking red flag: cheating, lying, financial issues, and just about every other unhealthy behavior you can think of. I don't like Chad. My kids don't like Chad. Mindy's family doesn't like Chad either. My 8-year-old splits her time between Mindy and me 50-50. My 13-year-old wants nothing to do with Mindy anymore and hasn't spoken to her since Mindy announced she was pregnant. Over the last several months, I've started noticing behaviors from Mindy that I feel are narcissistic. She always seems to be the victim. Everything somehow happens to her, and if something doesn't benefit her, she wants nothing to do with it. We were together for almost 13 years and were genuinely best friends. Since separating, we've tried to keep things as friendly as possible for our daughter. The downside is that she consistently tries to keep me involved in her life. Months ago, she talked about terminating the pregnancy. More recently, she's talked about placing the baby for adoption. She regularly asks if I'll help with childcare, support, and raising the baby. Her relationship with Chad is an exhausting roller coaster where she says she wants nothing to do with him, but she also doesn't want to be alone raising the baby. It's all incredibly chaotic, and honestly, I still have trouble wrapping my head around it. Now for the reason I'm posting. Mindy is having a baby shower in August. Our youngest is excited to become a big sister, while my teenager wants absolutely nothing to do with Mindy, Chad, or the baby. I don't blame her. Mindy also wants me at the baby shower, at the hospital when the baby is born, and to help her after the baby arrives. Part of me wants to help because I want to be a positive role model for my daughters. I want them to see that even when relationships end badly, you can still choose kindness and maturity. But a much larger part of me feels like I'd be stepping back into a life I've spent the last 18 months trying to leave behind. I'd have to use PTO, spend the day surrounded by people I either don't know or don't particularly like, and celebrate a relationship I don't support. I don't want to create unnecessary drama, and I would tell Mindy well before the shower that I won't be attending so she isn't blindsided. I just don't think going would be good for my mental health. I fully intend to continue co-parenting our daughter and supporting her excitement about becoming a big sister. But I don't feel like attending my ex-wife's baby shower or becoming part of her support system is my responsibility anymore. ATA for deciding not to go. Update. More backstory. First, holy cow, I was not expecting this kind of response, and I am truly grateful for all of them. I am located in the US and divorce is being worked on. Since her pregnancy announcement, things have been paused because we will need to do a petition to establish paternity with a DNA test once the child is born. Unfortunately, this is not my first divorce where this has happened. Also, I know I am not the father. I was snipped back in 2022, and we were not intimate with each other during her conception timeframe. I will not be attending the shower. I know that conversation is going to cause a war. We'll keep everyone interested updated.